inspiration.
92.3 FM.
Hello there, good evening. Welcome to All Our Politics with me, Azul Osumili. It's a brilliant Wednesday evening. We're broadcasting from the city of Lagos. At the very best of the developments in public policy, in politics and national security, and of course those matters that really affect public opinion. One of them is a developing situation in the country, and we'll start from there. The grid, the national grid, has again collapsed. 1:32 p.m. this afternoon, it went out across the country. Most discos have already reported that grid collapse to their customers in most parts of the country, from the Ikeja disco to the Eko disco to the Abuja disco to the Jos disco and the disco in Yola. All of them have been sending messages to their customers informing them of the collapse of the national grid. This is the 12th time the grid is collapsing in 2024. Most parts of the country are in darkness now already. There's been no official reaction by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, the managers of the national grid, as to what has happened this time. Some are reporting a partial collapse. Some are saying the system is down. We really don't know what has happened. What we know is that the nation has once again been plunged into nationwide darkness as the grid collapsed. It dropped from about 3,000 megawatts around 1:32 p.m. To almost zero across the country. This 2024 has marked disruptions, recurring power grid collapses in the country. I have a timeline for you of the number of times the grid have collapsed. This 2024 started. First one was February 4th of February, and it was March 28th, and there was April 15, there was July 6th, there was August the 5th, and then in October it happened 4 times: October 14, October 15, October 19, October 22, and then twice in November, the 5th of November and the 7th of November. While the respite for a month, today, December 11, the grid has again gone down. We're waiting for the TCN to tell Nigerians what has happened this time, and then we'll see if it will be restored as soon as possible. But for now, there's been no official reaction by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, the managers of the national grid. The grid is down. Let's start with that one on the All Our Politics show this evening. Second development, of course, is the Daily Farotimi affair. It is now being reported that the Daily Farotimi matter with Afebawala is now taking place in a fourth courtroom. Remember, the first one is at the Magistrates Court in Ado-Ekiti, where he was refused bail. The second one is the Federal High Court in Ado-Ekiti, where he's facing a 12-count charge, granted 50 million naira bail. He hasn't met those bail conditions. Daily Farotimi, the lawyer and human rights activist, one of the lawyers in the Afebawala firm, has filed a new charge at an Oyo State High Court in Ibadan. This one is the civil suit. He's demanding 500 million naira in damages. That's the case number 3. And today, if a High Court of the FCT in Abuja has granted an interim injunction restraining further sale of Daily Farotimi's book, Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. That matter was filed. The motion on notice for the interim injunction was filed on the 6th, last Friday, the 6th of December, by another senior advocate who is a partner in Afebawala Chambers, Kehinde Ogunmiju. He filed that case. The one in Ibadan was filed by Adebayo Adelekpekun, also a senior advocate, another partner in Afebawala's firm. 4 courts now. Mr. Farotimi is facing these charges. What I know about today's case is that Justice Peter Kekebeke of the Federal High Court, of the State High Court, the FCT High Court, granted the order and said that the order temporarily restrains the agents, publishers, distributors, sellers, republishers, resellers, or any other person, so however described, including publishers like Daily Farotimi Publishers, Amazon Online Bookstore, Roving Heights Bookstore, Booksellers Bookstore, Jazz Hole Lagos Bookstore, and several others, from publishing, selling, circulating or advertising or distributing the physical hard, digital or soft copies of the book online, electronically, physically, or by any other means, including by social media. This is the matter in Abuja today. The court has granted this injunction. Like I told you earlier, another court in Ibadan, Oyo State, also granted an interim order restraining Mr. Farutimi, any other person, from printing the book Nigeria and its criminal justice system. This is what Mr. Farutimi is going through now. 4 courts, 2 of the courts in Ekiti State, 1 in Oyo State, the 4th one in Ibadan. Peter Obi tried to intervene in this matter. I now have information of what may have transpired. I heard that when Peter Obi went to Afebalola to try to play this case, Peter Obi was told that Dele Farutimi should plead guilty or apologize and publish a rebuttal in national dailies. This is what we hear. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo, the Bishop of Sokoto, the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto, Matthew Hazan Kuka, have also reached out to Afebalola over this matter. And we also hear that Dele Farutimi, his counter offer to Peter Obi to tell Afebalola is that Afebalola should withdraw the cases before he will apologize. That is the state of the Dele Farutimi affairs, the latest in that saga. This human rights activist, Mr. Dele Farutimi. In the Senate today, a valedictory session was held in honor of the Edo State Governor Monday Okpebolo, and the Senate President also read a letter written by the Senate Minority Leader, Senator Abba Moro, asking that the seat of Senator Okpebolo be declared vacant and INEC conduct another election to it. The Senate President acted on that today and read the letter and declared Monday Okpebolo's seat vacant. But before then, there was a small valedictory, and Okpebolo had an opportunity to thank the Senate. Let's go back to the Senate this afternoon for those interactions. The Edo Governor Monday Okpebolo, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, and of course Edo's North Senator Mr. Adams Oshomole. All 3 of them in one swoop.
Today I stand before you in this hallowed chamber, marking my transition from my role as a senator. I'm overwhelmed with mixed emotion, gratitude, and pride. The Senate, a place where individuals with diverse ideology come together to share ideas and find common ground. It is a home of wisdom, passion, patriotism. Allow me to extend my heartfelt thanks to the Senate President, the uncommon Senate President, His Excellency Godswill Akpabio. Your leadership has been remarkable. To the Deputy Senate President, Senator Barau Jubril, your wisdom and presence have been guiding force. I also want to acknowledge all my distinguished colleagues in this Senate for their friendship, support, shared commitment to our great nation. A special mention goes to my father, leader, dependable Senator Adams Oshomole. Being from the same state, we share a bond that goes beyond politics. I know I can always count on you for advice as I take on my new responsibility.
Like everyone has said, I'm sure we all can say one thing about Distinguished Senator Monday. I have never met a man as humble as Distinguished Senator Monday. His humility is infectious. And yet, even as we say he's a man of few words, he made for that through action and sustained action in a manner that is clear and discernible. Mr. President said, we in Edo State, we are so happy. I can go home now without fear. And in 1 month, exactly 1 month, he was sworn in on the 12th of November, and today is 11th of December, exactly 29 days or 30 days. Already started doing those things that will affect the infrastructural development of our great state that have been abandoned for many, many years. Just to say that I'm so excited that he's back here to tell us goodbye. But maybe it's only bye for now. Anyway, we are happy that in 30 days, Edo people are aware that there is a new governor in town. Humble, resourceful,